Welcome to Get Your FRQ On. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to graph statistical data that you've collected in your stat editor. So let me just remind you, we've got two lists in L1 and L2, basically just a group of ordered pairs that I'm interested in graphing. So I'm going to exit out of this, second quit, and then to get the stat editor, first we're going to hit second, then we're going to hit y equals because that gets us our stat plot. So if we do that, second y equals, we get our list of stat plots. Now notice at the moment these are all off. It doesn't really matter which one of these I pick. I'll just pick the first one, click on enter, and then once I click on it, I have the option to turn it on. So I'll click on, and then I've got a few options. The first one is a scatter plot, which will graph only the points. The second one is a scatter plot, which will graph the points and connect consecutive points with line segments. Then we have a histogram, a box and whisker plot with outliers, and a box and whisker plot without outliers. And then I'm not sure what that one is. I've never used it, don't know. The X list will be, if we're going to graph ordered pairs, which list contains our X coordinates, the Y list, which one contains our Y coordinates. In order to distinguish one stat plot from another, we can determine the mark that it will use to graph these points. I can use like a little hollow square, a plus sign, or a thick dot, or a thin dot, and then I can change the color of those dots. I'm going to use the pluses just because. All right, so my X list is in L1, my Y list is in L2. And then I'm just going to hit graph, and there are my ordered pairs. So something you could do with this is, well, all right, does this seem like it's modeled with linear data, quadratic, something like that? Is it strong correlation, weak correlation, positive correlation, negative correlation? But oftentimes with statistical data, we really don't understand it until after we look at it. So being able to see what the data is doing is going to inform our understanding of how best to proceed, what type of mathematical model we need for that data, and this is how you can get your calculator to visualize that for you. Good way to visualize the data.